seeing if the heat from inside will come to the outside. This mess of a porch that we've got. I have online learning that I have to do for work from 9 a.m. Central. So that's 10 o'clock local. So, thrilled. But on the upside, I get to eat because I stopped eating so early yesterday that, I'm ready to go here this morning. All right, it's time for hot tea and some leftovers and then online learning.
So I had to get out the heater. I'm trying to keep this thing out of focus as I'm looking at this, but I'm on a webinar, multiple hour e-learning training thing I have to do for work, and it's cold out here, so we got the heater on. Whew, we're getting close. All right, I gotta make a template for this. I'm gonna use cardboard and cut it because, it doesn't fit all the way. So that I can cut the piece that I'm gonna use for this. I've gotta cut these things out of these last two. I should have done that in the garage with the handy handsaw. We got a new light fixture. Nice bright white LED that I'm gonna install, plus a new switch. And I'm gonna replace that switch too for something white and not ecru. It's Tuesday, we're not very far into this whole process. But the closet's almost done, so I want to get the closet done today so I can have my room back. So that is actually a very real possibility that I can get these things installed and done today, this evening. Yeah, I'm working from home, so. All right, are you making your day? What you want your day to be? I gotta buy one of my new t-shirts and wear that one. I never wear my shirt because, the funny thing is, the family, still no clue as far as I know. One of my kids actually made a crack about my t-shirt business. So, but as far as I know, he's never watched a single one of my YouTube videos. Well, the work in the garage is finished. It is now after dark. It's actually only like 8:45. Everybody else is just kind of chilling, They're eating baked potatoes. I am past my eating hour. I'm well past my eating hour and still doing the dad thing where I got stuff to do. Just brought a little garbage out. And I do want to go in the closet that is not yet finished. And before we do anything else, I want to take my guitar in there and see what it sounds like in that lovely little open echoey room. So let's do that.
Caught in a crossfire, devil
new light fixture can't handle the brightness, holy cow, of this empty space. Almost finished. Yeah, got all those pieces to assemble. As promised, it is raining. And work from home continues. I have not been very productive today, but I am right now. Just working through this class. I have to take an additional class to get a badge and additional Epic tool. If you've ever heard of Epic Systems, it's a electronic health record company. That's what I do. I work for a local health organization, but I'm a principal trainer for them, and so I have to create and maintain training material, stuff like that, and teach occasionally. And I'm getting a badge in a new tool, something called AutoGrader, where you can set it up so that instead of people taking a pen and paper test, they can log in and do some actions in the system, and then you can have the system verify that they did those actions correctly. So, and that homework is just, it's tedious. So I've been having trouble focusing today. All right, well, the quarantine continues, even it's not a quarantine. So here we are in times of cholera, as I say, just continuing our work here. No rest for the wicked. Not a very exciting update. Nothing exciting going on, which is okay. I'll take boring. I'll take boring. Boring is good. I need to go do some laps around the house, though, because I've been sitting for a while. All right. See ya. I love this soup. So this has been my comfort food today, and it's been kind of cold out here, is Lipton's noodle soup. This was my childhood favorite thing to eat. I love it. Good evening. It's Thursday. It's late afternoon. It is time for me to head down to church because in the midst of the plague, we still have one remaining candidate that needs to be auditioned, as it were, for the music director job at my church. And he didn't fly, he drove. And the process needs to continue because it just needs to continue. And so there's a limited group of us that are going to show up to be what we call the lab choir. I hope you looked at the link from the years and years of anthems that have been posted on YouTube by one of the members of the choir, actually former members of the choir. He's since retired. Whew. Yeah, I mean, the show must go on. So I'm heading down to church on this Wednesday evening for a little bit of a choir rehearsal to meet this third applicant. It's probably, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We've already hit 2. I didn't get to do the first one. Now I'm getting to do this one. Somebody asked me if I could live stream it somehow for folks that aren't able to be there, because our director did ask just a limited amount of people to come down. Randomly picked, he said, because of the situation. All right. Ooh, gas, $1.78. Man, I gotta track that. Good old Gas Buddy. Gas Buddy wants to know, I'm sure. All right, stay where you are. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. See how that goes. I'm still feeling bad for my kid. He was, he's had his temps forever. Finally got his behind the wheel classroom instruction done, and then he had his driving exam scheduled for today, and they canceled it because they closed all of the locations. BMV. Bummer. All right, see you, bye. Well, that went well. This gentleman was from Iowa. I probably shouldn't post this, but anyway, a third of 3 candidates drove all the way from Iowa. Was going to fly and didn't fly because he didn't want to be exposed to all of that, which was, I think, the smart thing to do. And he did a fine job. Of course, making the final decision is going to be difficult, but it'll happen. So that's the conclusion of this little Wednesday. Our time of plague, or as I've been saying, everything in a time of cholera, like I've said more than once already. All right, well, make your day what you want your day to be, I hope, as you roll into the evening here. Here's an idea. Create something, right? Take this time to create something, some art or a craft or write, maybe something that you have never been able to find time to do now that you're stuck at home. If you're stuck at home, fix something, go through your clothes, get rid of the stuff that you don't wear anymore. People could probably use that. You know, let's be productive, people. I don't know. All right. I'm gonna go now because I'm gonna drive and I'm done talking and you're done listening. Okay, so here is the plan. I'm gonna have 4 shelves. They're gonna be 14 inches apart for sweaters and stuff like that. And so now I have clamped the 2 pieces together, and I'm simply drilling my pilot holes, 3 holes per shelf. I made my marks. This one's about 5 3/4 inches above, and then it's 14 inches to that one, and that one up there, which you can barely see over my shelves. Then I'm just drilling through both of them at the same time. The problem is that I have 25 of the right size screws. These are masonry screws. These are all my old nails. These are junk screws. These are too long. They are 3-inch long screws. So I'm going to be able to make one of these tonight, and that's infuriating. Story of my life. I think I have enough hardware lying around, and I don't. Kind of stuck that up there. I think it'll work, but as you can see, there's a big bow in the ceiling. So yeah, that's not looking good. All right. Line up all the shelves very carefully. This is going to be the outside edge, the front of the shelf. You know, the shelves will be, all these shelves will be tipped up this direction in between. So now that I've drilled my 3 holes in the side panels, I have to, you know, mark my lines where my pilot holes are going to be on the sides of these, and then drill those on each side. The rain continues, but it's not going to stop me from getting out of doors, running off to get a little lunch. Although I don't know why I'm buying my children lunch, because they won't stop playing video games. They're like 17 and 20. Get up and do some stuff. I don't even know why I'm buying them food, because we have food here. All right, online class is finished. I think I have a handle on what it is asking us to do, but there's other work that needs to get done. So the pressure is on, because we need to get, apparently people need to get trained, and we need to set it up virtually very quickly, much like teachers all across the country. But here we are in my healthcare space. We need to do the same thing. So quick run to Eli's Barbecue, get some barbecue, which is some of the best barbecue you'll ever have. You'll love it. Just try it. If you like barbecue, you'll love it. And you'll say, oh, but the mine in San Antonio is better. Maybe, but you'll still love Eli's. Try it. This is a good time. They need your money. Hey, I just wanted to chime in really quickly to remind you to like the video. If you like the video, click the button down below. Go ahead and subscribe if that's what you're into, and ring the notification bell. Apparently, that's very important to YouTube. Not so much to me. I'm just glad you're here. All right, get out there and make your day what you want your day to be. Thanks. Damn it, Dave. These things were a slight angle headed up when I drilled them in. And I frickin' blew it and I'm mad. Oh well. I'm gonna have to cut this piece right here so that it'll slip into there. And I need more screws. Although actually 2 might be enough, but still, I still need more screws. All right, so off to the hardware store in the time of plague, because this isn't enough to get me through. off to the hardware store. It'll be interesting. I'm actually kind of curious to just in this little short drive to see if there's a lot of people on the roads or not. So far, it's actually kind of mellow for a 5 o'clock. I think there's gonna be a lot of people on the road coming home from work, the usual afternoon rush hour, and it's I would at this point describe the traffic as light. Traffic in a time of cholera. Talking about the conspiracy theories that he's seen floating around on Instagram and crazy people talking, but then he showed me somebody put the fires in Australia, and then the rains or something from somewhere else, and then the floods, and then now this is the plague, and then somebody pointed to some Bible passage about fire, then floods, then plague, and we had a laugh because I said no, actually the frogs come after the locust. There was locusts in Africa. I said no, the frogs come after the locusts, but that's Moses and those guys. So let's get the order right. Almost finished. Redrill a couple holes. Let's swap that out for the bit. Been a long few months. 2 months working on this. Yikes. Yeah, it's all right. Cut down there is good, but that's not even approach the wall when we're touching up here. But hey, look at that. Nice.